Hi everyone, Tracy here from the Westgrade Public Library. Thank you for joining me for our gentle chair yoga session. So it's been really wonderful just to see the names popping up as we practice together. So thank you everyone for joining me here, and just a reminder that if you miss any sessions, that all of them are archived on our YouTube channel. So when you're ready, just making sure that your chair is in a really secure place, that it's not going to slide away or move on you. Come to the edge of your seat so that you're not slouching back into the chair, so you can have a nice tall spine that's relaxed. Have a little bit of space between your knees and your feet, and where your feet can land fully onto the ground. Just take a moment and just allow yourself to land into that shape. Maybe close your eyes for just a moment or soften your gaze. That might feel like a little tuck to your chin. If you've had a mask on today and you're able to remove that and just allow your jaw to relax, maybe even just to wiggle that around a little bit. And just take a few cleansing breaths here. Deep, full inhale. And a nice soft exhale, following that all the way to empty, whether that's through the nostrils or a sigh out your mouth. And again, a nice full breath in. And a full breath out. And when you're ready, bringing your hands together and just clasping in front of you, and having the palms of the hands nice and tight together, and just starting to circle around through the wrists. So as if you were just kind of drawing a circle, maybe with the knuckles out in front of you. Maybe the elbows move a little bit. Relax the shoulders. Just trying to kind of warm the wrists up into a few various positions. And then change your direction with that. Wonderful. Then press your palms forward. So just pressing, nice stretch to your fingers. If that's too much on the fingers, you can just open the hands. And then tuck your tailbone, drop your chin down, round through your spine. And just allow that to be a nice big stretch to your back here. Then press down into your feet and into your seat, and inhale, the arms come up. And exhale, release the arms down. We'll do that a few times, perhaps alternating the clasp of what you habitually go to. So pressing the palms forward, tucking the chin, let your head drop down and relax. Pressing into the feet and tucking that tailbone. And then allow this lift to rise from your feet and your seat as you rise up, palms to the sky. And exhale, release the arms down. Pressing forward, rounding, rising, and releasing. Continuing with that, clasping the hands, pressing forward, round the spine. Inhale, rise the spine tall, maybe even to a little bit of a back bend. You can soften the elbows here. Exhale, the hands come down your side. Few more. Pressing the air out. Inhale, expanding. Exhale, releasing. Let's do two more like that. Again, perhaps clasping in the opposite way that you tend to always go to. Maybe a nice lift, and exhale, release. And our last one here, press. Inhale, rise. Exhale, release. Nice, just roll the shoulders out just a little bit. And then reach the arms out to your side with the palms facing up. And just gently take a moment, just kind of feel maybe an opening across your chest, lengthen up through the spine and the crown of your head. And just a few breaths here. We're going to move into twisting here. So we'll inhale, the arms rise up. We'll exhale, turn to your left. Hands can come down. Inhale, rising them back up. Exhale to your right. So continuing from side to side here, lifting up, exhaling to your twist. Allow yourself to feel that full expansive inhale and that complete empty exhale. One more time to each side. And let's meet in the center with the arms up overhead. Lots of space between the hands and the arms. Relax those shoulders. Drop your right arm down, maybe grabbing onto the side of your chair, and then lifting up tall and finding a side bend here, reaching over to your right. Maybe lifting the chest up and just gently turning the chest down towards the floor. You can alternate between that or just find a place in stillness to breathe and relax. Just enjoying this nice side stretch. And then both arms are going to come up again, right through center. Relax the shoulders. Left hand comes down, right arm reaches up and over. And again, maybe just this gentle turning towards the ground and a nice soft lift up. We're just staying in stillness and enjoying the space that's created on the side of the body here. And then both arms up again. And let's just do a little bit of shaking with the wrists and kind of flick the fingers. So wiggle through the elbows and the shoulders. And then full breath as you reach up. And exhale, the hands come down your side. And just let them relax for a moment in your lap and just kind of feel the sensations there. Nice. And then as you sit tall, let's drop the chin to the chest. And then inhale, lift the chin to the sky. Exhale, drop the chin to the chest. Just moving slowly here with your breath. Inhale to lift the chin. Exhale to drop the chin. Nice, bringing the head up through center and just gazing from side to side, just finding a little bit of a stretch here to the neck. And then pausing with your gaze to the right. Reach your left arm out to the side. And then start to drop the right ear towards the right shoulder and the gaze comes forward or down. Maybe a little bit of movement here, just explore where you can find a nice sensation of stretch through the left side. Turn the palm up towards the sky. And releasing that. Just turning the head towards the left. Reaching the right arm out and away from the body, palm down. And then dropping the left ear to the left shoulder and maybe starting to just turn your gaze in just a few different ways to find a nice stretch here. And then turning that palm up towards the sky. And then releasing that and coming back up towards center. Nice. We're going to just do a little bit of a fast breathing practice together here, just to kind of stimulate some energy into the body. It's always a nice one actually to practice in the mornings or about this time of the day where maybe we're feeling a little sluggish. So what we're going to do is we're going to inhale and the arms come up. You're going to reach up, and then we're just going to do this slowly for a moment. Start to hinge forward at your hips, and then swing your arms back behind you. So the palms will face down, and there's this sort of squeeze behind the shoulder blade. That's our exhale. And then our inhale will sit us up tall as we reach back up. And then exhale through the nostrils, leaning forward, arms wide. And we'll do this in and out of the nostrils. And we'll start to do this just a little bit quicker. Unless you're starting to feel dizzy, just slow it down. So just let your arms swing wide, reach back, reach up, hinging forward, so warming up through the belly as well with this hinge. Just make sure you feel sturdy on your seat. You can always find a little bit of space between the legs. You can find a little back bend, or a little rounding to the spine. Just get creative here with how this feels. Just kind of warming things up. And then inhale, reach up. Slow exhales, the arms come down. Just take a moment just to allow the blood to settle, the energy to settle and move, and just kind of notice how you feel with that. Nice. Hopefully that gave you a little bit of an energy boost. We're going to come up to standing and just do a little bit of standing work with our chair. So coming forward, rooting into both feet and standing up. I'm going to turn my chair to the side so that you can see here what I'm doing. So we're going to just step back from the chair slightly. Make sure that your hands and your feel sturdy and your chair doesn't feel like it's going to slide. Bring your feet a little bit wider than hip distance, okay? And toes just slightly out. What we're going to do is sit down like you were going to sit down on a chair behind you. So moving in towards a squat position, okay? So this is a really great shape. Some of us are a little bit stiffer in this position than others. So just notice you may be able to drop down deeply in that. It may keep, you may stay up a little bit more lifted. So when you're here, just take a moment, relax your shoulders. So you're reaching your tailbone back behind you with this nice long spine. So nice deep bend in the hips, deep bend in the knees, and then come up to standing. As you come up to standing, can you press down through your feet? We'll do this a few times. So bending down, reach the hips back, and then press into your feet as you come up and maybe kind of squeeze and engage the legs. And we're going to come down. When you come down, knees and toes are headed in the same direction, and then come up nice and tall and squeeze. So we can inhale and relax as we move down, exhale, and give ourselves a little energy to that lift. Few like this. Maybe you're finding you can go a little bit deeper each time with your bend. Just staying wherever it feels comfortable and sturdy in your body. We'll do two more. Nice. Step the feet a little bit wider here and further back from your chair. And then start to pull your hips back. So pointing the toes either forward or slightly out, and then bringing the forearms onto your chair. Maybe the forehead lands on your forearms. So just adjust here. You're going to feel a nice stretch to the inner thighs, length to your spine, pull the hips back. Maybe a little bend in your knees if you're rounding a lot through the spine, so just be aware of that. Take a few breaths here. Nice. Coming back up, we'll bring the hands to the chair here. So we're still going to have this nice long spine away from the chair. And a little bend in the knees, maybe, wherever you can still find length to your spine. We're going to drop the left hand down towards the floor. And then you're going to inhale and turn towards the left side and open that up. And then exhale and reach as if you were reaching underneath your right side, towards the right. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, exhale, reaching underneath. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, reach underneath. And one more time. And rotating that over to your right. And then releasing. Hands on the chair, doing a little bit of cat and cow here. So maybe bending the knees, just arching the spine, back bending the spine. And then find that long spine, maybe the bend in the knees here. And the right arm reaches down towards the floor. And then we'll open that up towards the right side. And then exhale, reach underneath. Inhale, open that up. Exhale, reaching to the left. Inhale, open. Exhale, reach. Inhale, open to rotate. Exhale, close and rotate. One more time, nice full breath. Finish that off with that rotation. Nice. And then coming back through center, let's step the feet a little closer together. Bend the knees, reach the hips back. Nice stretch maybe to the upper arms. And then we can start to walk the feet back. And then bending one knee at a time to straighten the legs. And maybe finding that nice long stretch here. Backs of the legs, side of the body. Relax the head. Just bending one knee at a time. You can always relax the elbows if that's tender on the shoulders. Nice, bend the knees. And come up to standing as you walk towards your chair. And then staying nice and close to your chair for a moment. And then stepping back with your left foot. So both legs are going to be straight here. Both heels are landing down towards the floor. Your back toe may be tucked out slightly. And then think about that left hip coming back towards your chair. So everything facing forward. You might kind of feel like you're on a tightrope, but maybe step the feet a little wider. And then sitting up nice and tall or lengthening through the spine. And then let's hinge again at the hips. You may come down to your forearms on the chair. Both legs are straight, stretching through the backs of the legs. You may even feel like you can slightly rotate the right hip back, reaching it back. Nice, we're going to bring hands to the back of the chair and lift up tall. And then bend into that front right knee. Keeping the feet planted here, you're going to start to find circles with your knee. So you're going to just move again, really small with this circle. Right foot is planted. Just small circles. And then opposite direction. Just a nice knee strengthener here. Nice step forward towards the chair. Stepping back now with that right foot. Both heels laying down, both legs come straight. So narrow your stance so you can make that happen. Left hip starts to pull back as you hinge over your hips, either staying lifted, holding onto the back of the chair, or bringing the elbows here in the forearms. And just taking a few breaths into the back of the legs. Nice long spine, relaxed shoulders. Just a few focused breaths here. Nice. Bringing hands to the back of the chair, lifting up through the chest and bending into that left knee now and finding circles with your left knee. Just nice small circles, really mindful of that knee joint. And then opposite direction with that. Nice, and then stepping forward towards your chair. We're gonna come back down to sitting on your chair. So take your time, making sure your chair is sturdy, in a sturdy place, and that you can sit on the edge, or you can sit up nice and tall, and both feet are planted. We're just gonna do a little bit of movement through the hips before we end today. Bringing your feet closer together, actually. A little bit of space, but closer together. Sitting up tall with hands on lap or holding onto the chair, wherever you feel a little more sturdy. And we're just gonna start to kind of flap the legs out. So you're just gonna roll to the outer edges of your shoes or your feet and just let the legs kind of move here just to this external rotation. Just getting a little bit of blood flow to the lower limbs. Just nice slow breaths, maybe even close your eyes and just feel into the sensations here of the legs. Nice, and then just let that relax. Maybe you feel a little energy there. Step your feet a little wider, and we're just gonna drop the knees in. So a little bit wider than your hips, and coming onto the inner arches of your feet, just let the legs kind of gently tap in towards each other. Nice, and then just slowly release that, stepping the feet back to about hip distance, relaxing the arms on your lap or on your body. We're just gonna take a few moments in quiet presence here, just drawing attention to the fullness of your inhale and the fullness and the length to your out breath. Enjoying this moment right here, right now, with the aliveness of your inhale and the softening to your exhale. Wherever you are, let's take one full breath in the nostrils together. And a big sigh at the mouth. Thank you everyone for joining me here today. It's so wonderful to see names popping up and just hearing a little bit of feedback of how people are accessing our YouTube channel and all of our archive sessions. So join us here every Thursday at 4 p.m. I look forward to seeing you next week. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.